In the heart of Ireland, amidst its rolling hills and emerald vistas, lies the legacy of a man whose faith illuminated the land. On March 17th, 461, St. Patrick dies in Ireland. Much of what we know about St. Patrick comes from his autobiographical work, Confessio. He's born on the island of Britain at the end of the Roman period. He comes from a wealthy Christian family that has Roman citizenship. At age 16, Patrick is abducted from his family's villa by Irish pirates. He is enslaved in Ireland for the next 6 years. His Christian faith brings him comfort in this difficult circumstance. He has a dream where a voice tells him to escape, which he does, and then makes his way back to Britain and his family. In another dream, Patrick hears Irish voices pleading with him to return to their land. He heeds this vision and travels back to Ireland as a Christian missionary. He spends the next 40 years converting thousands to the faith and building churches across the island. Patrick dies in Saul, County Down, the site of his first church. Stay tuned, because coming up we'll learn about some of the legends about St. Patrick. We'll also learn about the nations where St. Patrick's Day is a national holiday. There are only two, and one will definitely surprise you. Also, we'll learn a bit about St. Patrick's Day parades. We'll learn where the tradition started and where some of the big ones are today. Please remember also not to forget about Today in History in my Teachers Pay Teachers store. There's a link in the description. So according to legend, St. Patrick used the shamrock to teach the Christian concept of the Trinity to the Irish people. This three-leaf clover has thus become a symbol both of Ireland and of St. Patrick himself, and St. Patrick's Day as well. Another legend has to do with snakes. Believers claim that St. Patrick drove these reptiles out of Ireland. In fact, you will often see him trampling serpents in art. Ireland is one of two nations that celebrate St. Patrick's Day as a national holiday. It's the tiny island of Montserrat, which is an island in the Caribbean, which does so as well. Now, this is because of Montserrat's unique heritage. Many of the Europeans who settled on the island in 1632 were Irish Catholics who came as indentured servants. Enslaved Africans were also brought to the island. The customs and traditions of the two groups blended, and the island has villages with names like Cork Hill and St. Patrick's, and many islanders have Irish surnames. Montserrat is fondly referred to as the Emerald Isle of the Caribbean. St. Patrick's Day became a national holiday in Montserrat in 1985, but not to celebrate St. Patrick. Instead, it honors the island's 1768 attempted St. Patrick's Day slave revolt. Enslaved Africans planned the event on the holiday because they hoped their enslavers would be drunk and distracted, giving them a better chance to succeed. Although the planned rebellion was thwarted, it starts a movement in the region that results in the abolition of slavery in 1833. So in Montserrat, St. Patrick's Day celebrates both the island's Irish culture and its people's fight for freedom. It seems especially fitting since St. Patrick himself escaped from slavery. There are many large St. Patrick's Day parades held all over the world today, including in Munich, Germany, in Singapore, in Sydney, Australia, even in Buenos Aires, Argentina, and then, of course, in Montserrat and in Dublin, Ireland. The first documented St. Patrick's Day parade did not take place in Ireland at all, but in what is now the United States. In 1601, an Irish vicar named Ricardo Artur organized the event in St. Augustine in the then Spanish colony of Florida. The first St. Patrick's Day parade in Boston occurred in 1737, and this was organized by homesick Irishmen in the British Army. Chicago's first parade was in 1843. The city first dyed its river green in 1962, and this is a tradition which carries on to this day. But the largest St. Patrick's Day parade in the world today is in New York City. It held its first parade in 1762, and this was, of course, 14 years before America declared independence. Today, about 150,000 participants march 35 blocks up Manhattan's Fifth Avenue in front of 2 million spectators. Naturally, the parade passes by the famed St. Patrick's Cathedral. And before I go, I just want to wish a happy 75th birthday to my wonderful mother-in-law, Esther, and also to my dad, who would have turned 90 today. Miss you, Dad. And if you like what you see here, please make sure to like and subscribe, and know that you can watch another great Mr. Lewis video here and another one right here. Thanks for watching.